Welcome back to our podcast. Hi, Dakshay sir.
Hi.
Today we are going to break down
Mm-hmm.
a topic which every businesses in UAE should know. It seems little complicated when someone has not properly explained. So I want you today to give a proper explanation for our clients.
Perfect. Why not?
This is VAT.
There's VAT.
So it seems little complicated for a layman or a businessman, but when it is explained proper way, it's very simple.
Hmm.
So could you please explain what exactly is VAT?
Yeah. So, as you rightly said, all the taxes in the UAE
Mm.
are very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And VAT,
Mm.
some call it VAT, some call it VAT.
Mm-mm.
It's a very easy tax.
Mm-hmm.
VAT is an indirect tax.
All right.
Why it's indirect tax? For example, you bought a goods
Mm-hmm.
from me,
All right.
which is a business,
Okay.
right?
All right.
You are supposed to pay tax to the government,
Mm.
but
Okay.
you will pay that tax to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will collect it
Mm.
and pay to the government.
Okay. All right.
So in
That is
the
how
eyes-
you are going to be. You are being a midman.
That's how I'm going to be a middleman.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason is like why it's called an indirect taxes.
Mm.
I am paying to the government,
Okay.
but I'm collecting and paying to the government.
All right. So ultimately, as a consumer, I am the one paying.
Correct.
So this is actually charged on each stages of the supply chain,
Right.
and ultimately it is collected from the end consumer.
Correct.
Okay, perfect.
Ultimately, it has to be borne by the customer.
Exactly.
The
okay.
VAT or the tax, the indirect tax in UAE. That's how it works.
Okay.
And it's very simple.
Mm.
Flat 5% on everything.
Mm-hmm.
No complications.
Okay.
No complications as you see in Europe
Mm-hmm.
or in UK or in India
Mhm.
or in other Asian countries like Japan.
So here the obligation to the businessman is actually the tax obligation.
Correct.
He is losing no money.
Correct.
He doesn't have to pay any money actually.
No.
Okay. All right. So that is the responsibility.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. How does the VAT works in UAE?
So how the VAT works in UAE is basically, let's say I'm a business,
Mm-hmm.
I have to register for the VAT.
Mm-hmm.
If my sales or the revenue
Mm.
is above 187,500 dirhams
Okay.
or more, I need to register for the VAT.
All right.
Once I'm registered for the VAT, I'll get a VAT certificate and the tax registration number.
Okay.
Once I have it, I can charge VAT for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you will have to pay 5% on the products what you're purchasing.
Okay.
And I will have to calculate how much I have collected
Mm.
and how much I have paid
Okay.
and net off this figure,
Mm-hmm.
what I've paid to my suppliers
Mm.
and what I've collected from my customers like you,
Mm-hmm.
and net off the figure
Okay.
and pay the balance
Mm.
to the FTA,
To the tax authority.
to the tax authority every quarterly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So FTA.
FTA
in
is the
UAE.
Federal Tax Authority.
Mhm.
Same like you have got HMRC in UK,
Mhm.
or same like you have got the other countries'
Mm.
tax authorities.
Mhm.
It's called Federal Tax Authority in
UAE.
Federal Tax Authority is the most effective
Mm.
tax authority in the world
Mhm.
to implement paperless taxation system.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's why everything is done through the FTA portal, the Emara tax portal.
Everything is done through
100% digital.
100% digital.
Okay.
Everything through a very seamless
Mm.
tax platform,
Mm-hmm.
and it's effectively managed.
All right.
You know that in UAE everything is effectively managed,
Exactly.
and we have no doubt about the efficiency of the government,
Exactly.
and we know how much effort they are putting in for every single thing to make it digital
Mm.
and to create a very seamless experience for the end
The public.
customers or the public.
So I have a follow-up question from your answer. So is that only 5%?
So the standard charges in UAE for the VAT is basically 5%,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have got something called 0%.
Okay.
Like for some of the segments, that's 0%.
0% supplies.
0% supplies. Like for example, anything related to export
Mm.
at 0% because the government wants to promote export,
Mm-hmm.
and which is and anything which is related to health,
Mm-hmm.
0%.
Okay.
Life-saving
Mm-hmm.
health services
Mm-hmm.
at 0%.
Okay.
And you have got something called exempt.
Mm.
Like you cannot claim input,
Mm.
you cannot charge output,
Mm.
or
Okay.
you cannot collect
Mm.
5%,
Mm.
and you cannot claim 5%.
Okay.
In 0%, you can claim 5%.
All right.
So you will get a refund from the government.
Okay.
In exempt, you won't get input and output.
All right. For
So-
example,
Mhm.
when you say 0%, you can claim. That means, for
Right.
example, if I buy something from UAE
Mhm.
and sell out of UAE
Mhm.
anywhere, let's say I'm selling to a customer who is in USA.
Right.
So how is going to be calculation?
So let's say you are a person who is registered for VAT in UAE,
Mm-hmm.
and you're running a business in UAE,
Mm-hmm.
where you purchase the things locally from UAE, for which you have paid 5%,
Mm.
right? Because definitely your supplier will charge you 5%,
Exactly.
and you paid 5%,
Okay.
and you have procured that things,
Mm.
and then later you got a deal in US
All right.
to export it,
Mm.
and then you exported the things
Yeah.
for which
it is 0% supply, right?
0% supplies.
Okay. So that,
Because
that
you will
means
not-
I'm not collecting any tax from that US company.
You will not be collecting any tax from the US company.
Yeah.
So it's 0%.
Okay.
But then you can actually claim, in this case, 5% what you have paid to your suppliers.
Ah, okay.
So that is 0%. If it is
Exactly.
exempt, you cannot claim that input, what your suppliers have charged you, and you cannot charge your, definitely the customer who's sitting in US.
Okay, perfect. Now the things are clear.
Mhm.
So how does this VAT works in UAE when compared to other countries?
So in UAE,
Mhm.
I would say we are very lucky.
Okay.
In UAE, the VAT system is very easy
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have to deal with multiple rates.
Okay.
If it's in UK,
Mm.
you have different rates.
Mm-hmm.
5% for the basic necessities,
Mm-hmm.
20% for the other things. Like, for example, you're buying from a supermarket.
Mm.
You'll, if you take the bill in UK,
Mm.
you'll see different rates there.
Mm. Okay.
Like some goods are charged 5%,
Mm-hmm.
the other goods are charged like 20%,
All right.
and some other goods are being charged some other rates.
All right.
But in Dubai or in UAE as such, there is only one rate, that is
Okay.
5%.
Single flat rate.
Single flat rate.
Okay. Perfect.
So it's
perfect.
very easy, not complicated at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the lowest in the whole world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's no country where you cannot be having an indirect tax. But in UAE, we are very lucky because it's very, very less.
Okay.
So it doesn't even affect our lifestyle, or it doesn't affect our day-to-day activities, or not being, squeezed. So it's very normal,
Okay.
very minimalistic rate.
All right.
Because even in the Middle East, if you check the other countries,
Mm.
like for example, Saudi is charging you 15%.
Mm.
Yes. And the other GCC countries also have some rates which is way bigger than what UAE is charging.
Mm.
And even the other countries like in Asia or in Europe, UAE has one of the lowest rates.
Okay.
And it's very simple, straightforward, 5%.
5%
That's
from
it.
the consumer.
From
And
the
there is no
consumer.
personal income tax as well.
There's no personal income tax.
Be happy.
Yeah, we have to be very happy because we don't pay any kind of
Yes.
direct taxes in UAE.
Okay.
And
all right.
we have a very good lifestyle here.
Great, great,
Yeah.
great. Sir, this VAT,
Right.
is it just on products or does it affect on services too?
VAT in UAE is charged on goods as well as services.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is applicable for both products and services.
For both products and services or simply standard rated supplies.
Any supplies that are not exempted.
Any supplies that are not exempted is subject to VAT.
Okay.
Be it goods or services.
So, for example,
Mhm.
it is on goods like electronic products or it be any goods. When you say services like professional services,
Yeah.
consultancy,
Yeah.
and any services, right?
Yeah. It is applicable to all products and services. Be it any kind of business
Mm.
activities.
Mm.
If it is a standard rated supply in UAE,
Mm.
or if you're giving a service in UAE,
Mm.
and if it is not exempt,
Mm.
like public transport
Mm.
or education
Mm.
or something like real estate,
Mm.
which is for the residential,
Mm.
you are supposed to charge the VAT.
Why was VAT introduced in UAE?
So the main reason VAT was introduced in UAE is to diversify the income
Okay.
of the government
Mm.
and for global alignment, like because VAT is being charged in more than 180 plus countries.
Mm. Okay.
So And also, most importantly, it is to support the infrastructure and to the government is having a lot of cost, be it the roads, be it the emergency services, the hospitals, and other kind of services what the government is providing as a country. And government needs some kind of revenue to run this,
Okay.
and to sustain and to improve the services what the government is giving.
Okay, so UAE is diversifying the revenue stream other than oil.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
And most importantly, it creates a lot of transparency because you need to keep proper records, books, and the transaction details.
All right.
So it's a fair deal. You know,
Okay.
we're in this country running a business,
Okay.
and in that case, we are supposed to create transparency. And VAT creates a lot of transparency because every transaction is being recorded, which is not there before VAT. And now everything is being recorded properly.
Now, my question, you mentioned the registration.
Right.
So, my question is, who should register for VAT?
So any business who is having their revenue
Okay.
above 187,500 dirhams can voluntarily register
Okay.
for the value tax.
All right.
And any business
Okay.
who is having a turnover of 375,000 or more must
Okay.
register for the
Okay.
VAT in UAE.
All right. That means every business
Every business.
has to register
Every
if they're
business.
eligible for registration.
If like either they have an option to voluntarily register, or if their turnover is more than 375,000 dirham, must.
It
they
is mandatory.
They know they don't have any other option
Okay.
but register for the
VAT.
value tax.
All right. All right. So you mean what about the e-commerce? Let's say someone selling in UAE through e-commerce or online. Is this applicable for them?
Any e-commerce business who is doing a turnover of 187,500 dirhams or more can voluntarily register for the value tax.
Sir, I also have one more question. For example, like freelancers
Right.
who provide, like influencers
Yeah.
or kind of online service providers.
Right.
What about them? They
They-
don't have a trade license.
First and foremost, they should get a trade license
Okay. Okay. In this case.
in this cases. And if they're giving a taxable supply, because in this case, they're providing a service.
Okay.
They need to get a freelancer visa or they need to get a freelancer license.
Okay.
And once they're licensed vlogger or an influencer in Dubai or in UAE, they need to register for the VAT if their taxable suppliers or the services what they have provided
Okay.
is more than 375,000 dirhams.
Perfect. Perfect.
And voluntarily register if their services is more than 187,500 dirhams.
Okay.
And it's not a problem because all they're dealing with all the businesses, and all the businesses are more than happy to pay the VAT because they can claim it.
All right. Fine. Now I have one more question. What about the foreign company? As I earlier mentioned, let's say they don't have a permanent establishment here
Right.
or registered company here, but they still supply in UAE.
Yeah.
So what about them?
So if that's a common nature of the business, like let's say it's a one-off time, a US company selling to Dubai, they don't need to register.
Okay.
But if it's like every now and then, it's like a common practice for them, they need to register for the VAT and they need to comply with the laws of the land.
Okay. Is regardless of what the threshold.
Regardless of the threshold, they need to register.
Register.
Because for them to sell anything in the mainland, they need to register. But then the procedures over there is very simple, not like the standard registration, but it's something which they have to comply.
Okay, perfect. I have one more question. Is this registration required only for businesses or even an individual can register? For example, let's say I have a building, I'm the owner of building, and the rent that I collect is more than 375,000.
Right.
But I do not have a registered company, no real estate, or I have not registered anything. So should I register? How does it work?
So any person who is actually providing taxable supplies,
Okay.
because this comes under taxable supply, and any individual or any business person or any legal person
All right.
is providing taxable supplies must register
Okay.
and need to comply. So
Complain.
in this scenario, they should register.
Sir, you mentioned about the threshold.
Yeah.
Based on threshold, it becomes mandatory to register or voluntary to register.
Yes.
So you can register, any business can register
Yeah.
if their turnover exceeds 187,500
Correct.
voluntarily.
Correct.
What qualifies them?
What it qualifies is basically their turnover.
Hmm.
So, like the UA government
Hmm.
doesn't want to give this extra burden
Hmm.
of the bookkeeping
Hmm.
and the other compliances to small businesses or to the persons who are just starting up.
Okay.
That's the main reason.
It's a relaxation.
It's a relaxation.
All right.
Like, the government doesn't want to burden anyone who's doing less than 375,000 dirhams.
Okay.
And any person who wants to voluntarily register,
Hmm.
let it be from 187,500
Okay.
is the government's call. Yeah.
What if I have incurred a lot of expenses,
Yeah.
not yet started by operation or
Right.
started the taxable supplies?
Right.
Have no sales,
Right.
but I have incurred more money in setting up my businesses and
Right.
everything. Is there any way that I can register?
Again, the government is very generous
Mhm.
to anyone who has spent a lot of money.
Okay.
Taxable expenses, we call it.
All right.
And anyone who has done more than 187,500
Mm-hmm.
taxable expenses
Okay. All right.
can register.
Okay. What's the
Again-
benefit actually?
The benefit is like you can claim the input
Okay.
because you are doing a taxable expense for
All
which
right.
you have paid to, let's say, you're setting up a business
Hmm.
and you are setting up an office
Hmm.
and you have paid 300,000 for the interiors.
All right.
For on the 300,000 dirhams,
Hmm.
you are supposed to pay 5% VAT.
Exactly.
So you have paid a big amount of 15,000 dirhams
Mm-hmm.
as the tax
Mm.
to your interior service provider
Yes.
or interior decoration service provider.
Exactly.
So you could claim this money
Mm-hmm.
whenever you're collecting this money from your clients.
Mm-hmm.
You could deduct this 15,000 from there
Mm-hmm.
and pay the rest to the government.
Okay. I don't really have to have any sales.
You don't really need to have any sales, but then
Okay.
your taxable supplies are more than
Mm-hmm.
187,500. You
Okay.
can voluntarily register.
So registration
Yes.
can be done voluntarily and mandatory. What is the procedure or what are the documents that we require to register?
Yeah.
So anyone who exceeds 187,000 or 375,000
Mhm.
taxable supply can register
Right.
through Emara tax portal.
Correct.
All right. So what documents are required to register?
So first and foremost, the government doesn't charge any single dirham
Ah,
for
okay.
the registration.
Mhm,
It's a
mhm.
free registration,
Oh, okay.
not a single dirham
Mm.
to the government.
All right.
But then the service providers,
Mm.
like us,
Mhm.
we do charge
All right.
for this registration services.
Of course.
And the document which is required for that is basically your trade license,
Mhm.
basic documents, your trade license, the authorized signatories, Emirates ID,
Mm.
passport,
Mm-hmm.
the tenancy contract of the company,
Mm.
then something called turnover declaration.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was your turnover for the last 12 months?
Mm. The proof for the eligibility.
The proof for the eligibility.
Mm, mm,
And also some of the invoices,
mm, mm.
what the company has given to their customers.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right.
And it's a 7-tab
Mm,
thing.
mm,
And you need to be really careful about how you choose their options.
mm,
Everything is like explained very well in the Mora tax portal itself.
mm,
And you could go there and fill it up and get your registration done. And if you don't have the time and expertise for that,
mm,
you can get in touch with any of the experts like us
mm.
to get your VAT registration done.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, fine, fine. So if I'm a company who have no sales
Mm-hmm.
and if I have incurred taxable expenses more than 187,000, I can do the registration with all these documents. It's a simple process.
Right.
Online I can do that, or with the help of a tax consultant I can do that. So registration and the eligibility we have
Right.
explained. For example, if I am a trader, I have a warehouse setup, everything done. My expenses cost already more than 187,500. Everything is ready now, but I have just started my business. My supply, my sales have not exceeded 187,500. So you said that I am eligible for registration.
Yeah.
These are the documents required. So can you please explain what are the costs I can claim the tax from?
Let's say you have incurred some expenses to set up your warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
You can claim all the expenses for that, for which you have paid your VAT,
Mm-hmm.
and you have proper documentations for that,
Mm-hmm.
and it is directly connected to your taxable supplies.
Mm-hmm.
You can claim it.
Okay.
let's say, you're setting up the factory
Mm.
or the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're setting up the warehouse
Mm-hmm.
and there were some meal expenses
Okay.
for the workers who were working there,
Mm.
and you have paid the VAT on that.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot claim it
Okay. Okay.
because it's like a refreshments
Mm-hmm.
or some kind of
Mm.
arrangements what you've done,
Mm. Mm.
or you have set up a warehouse
Mm.
and then you have built a very big business upon it,
Mm.
and then you're throwing a party for your
Mm. Mm.
suppliers or to your employees or whatever,
Mm. Mm.
and you want to claim that entertainment expense,
Mm.
you can claim it.
Okay.
But
All
then
right.
you have a vehicle.
Mm.
Let's say you're using a personal car which is a Range Rover Vogue,
Mm.
and you're having some petrol expenses for that.
Mm-hmm.
You can claim it.
Okay.
But you have a delivery van
Mm.
or you have a truck
Oh, okay.
which is being used
Mm.
for the business,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm.
You can claim
Okay,
the
that's
maintenance expense.
clear.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then you're not supposed to use any of your personal expenses
Mm.
or something which is indirectly or not directly linked to the business.
Mm.
Then you're not supposed to claim it.
All
but
right.
if the vehicle is actually registered
Mm.
in the company name
Mm.
and the vehicle is solely used
All right.
for the
Mm-hmm.
company's taxable supplies, even if it's a luxury car,
Mm.
but it's used and it's very instrumental to that particular business,
Mm.
then you can claim it.
Yeah, I have started my company, let's say May 2025. I'm going to register now. Can I claim the VAT that incurred before the registration, before I get the number?
Before to the registration, you have incurred some expenses.
Mm-hmm.
You could claim it.
Okay. Even before I register, I mean, even the expenses before I register, okay, for my setup cost, the money I spend for my vehicle for the business purposes, as well as setting up the warehouse, all other related expenses other than entertainment and certain category. My question, what about my goods? Can I claim the tax or how it works? Can you explain that on that
So,
point?
like for example, you're running a warehouse
Okay.
and you have bought some kind of goods
Mm-hmm.
for the sales.
All right.
And on the date of registration,
Mm.
you have got certain goods which is not being sold. On that portion of the goods, what you've purchased, you can claim the input VAT. But not on the goods, what you've purchased and sold before your TRN registration is in place.
So anything that I sold after the effective date of TR registration
Yes.
and from which I am collecting tax,
Correct.
so that can be claimed.
Right.
Oh, excellent. Perfect. So
Perfect.
what I understand is that there are certain things or
Yes.
the expertise is required in this area
Yeah.
to understand what can be claimed, what cannot be claimed.
Right.
So I have one more follow-up question to understand how to prove that I'm eligible or what I am eligible to claim.
So for that, you need to keep proper books of accounts
Mm-hmm.
and proper records.
Okay.
So you can actually expect an audit from the FTA
Mm.
at any time,
Mm-hmm.
and they will actually give you a notice of 7 days,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And in that case, you need to be present with all your records
Okay.
to the government in the next 7 days.
Mm.
So you need to make sure that you have proper books of accounts,
Mm-hmm.
proper invoices,
Mm-hmm.
properly scanned and kept it neatly,
Mm-hmm.
and complying with all the laws and regulations.
Okay.
In short, hire an expert.
Mm-hmm. That is the easiest way.
Yeah, and focus on your business.
Mm-hmm.
And give all those kinds of compliance works to an expert, because
Perfect.
as you know, in UAE the tax non-compliance
Mm-hmm.
penalties are really high.
Mm-hmm. Even though it is simple, but a businessman who is busy with running the show, the best option is to have an expert,
To hire an expert,
to hire an expert.
yeah, and you should be a very good friend with that expert.
Okay. How do the businesses verify
Yeah,
or understand
yeah.
the tax partner he has is a
Yeah.
qualified person?
So that's very simple.
Mhm.
One is like deal with tax agents,
Okay.
right? Because they are directly registered with the government,
Mm-hmm.
or deal with chartered accountants, chartered management accountants
Mm-hmm.
who specialize in this
Mm-hmm.
and who is actually holding a license, a tax consultancy license from the Ministry of Economy,
Okay.
or
Perfect.
who is legally provided with this particular, who is legally empowered to do the service. Don't deal with any of the other, freelancers,
Mm, mm,
even freelance chartered accountants,
mm,
because they are not held accountable.
mm, 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 mm,
Deal with tax agents,
mm.
deal with chartered accountants who holds proper tax consultancy licenses.
Tax agents
Yeah,
and professionals who hold the license who's accountable, and even then,
Yeah.
approach, as you said, the friendliness,
Friendliness,
approachability, that is
approachability.
also important.
Yeah,
How do we verify, or as a business, how do we verify that?
Now it's very simple.
Okay.
And this era, you could actually look for their Google reviews. Google reviews is one of the most trusted,
Effective in UAE.
yeah, and the most effective in the UAE.
Mm-hmm.
You have many other platforms in other parts of the world, but in UAE, you should go for Google reviews. And it's very common for the public to write in Google about the services. The next thing is like go for certifications, having the firms who are having certifications, like ISO 9001 2015 certified. So your data is secured, your process is being secured, and everything is being standardized.
Yes.
So you're getting the quality.
Okay.
And go for companies who are having international affiliations, not a normal startup. Proper consultancy firms, which is being backed by a team of professionals who has already proven to the world that they are really good at it.
They are really good, and they have a very good team.
Correct.
Trained team. That's
Correct.
important.
Yeah.
Trained team. And as usual, any other supplier, when we choose, we will check with our friends and other
Right.
businesses.
Right.
So that can also apply in this scenario.
Correct. Check
Okay.
for their LinkedIn. Check for their website.
Mm.
Check for their Instagram profile, Facebook, YouTube.
Okay.
So then you'll get a glimpse of like what this company is all about, how they are dealing with the taxes. And if there is any negative, it automatically pops up. You could even search for news against that for a particular firm and things.
So having an expert, reliable,
Yeah.
reachable,
Yeah.
available expert is important.
Very important.
Okay. What are the other things, areas or new updates in VAT, a recent update?
So there are many things which is changing up in VAT. Like for example, now there is a new regulation for fund management, for crypto, virtual assets,
Okay.
like crypto.
Okay. All right.
Then there's so much of things which is happening on how to deal with the apportionment. And in many areas, like even in invoicing, many areas are being changed and impacted.
Reverse charge mechanism.
Reverse charge
for
mechanisms.
Gold recently.
Gold,
yeah?
yes.
Okay.
Electronic goods.
Electronic goods.
So there are many things which is the FTA is actually coming up with more clarifications, more explanations and things. So we should definitely be updated with all the latest regulations, and that's the reason you need a tax expert.
Okay, fine. So what after registration?
So once you have registered, you need to keep the proper books of accounts.
Okay.
You need to keep the documents for the next 5 years. But since corporate tax into the picture, you need to keep it for the next 7 years.
Okay.
So like for example, any document, anything which is happening in 2025, you need to keep it till 2032.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And have a proper accounting software, accountant, or a tax consultant, or an outsourced tax consultant, or tax partner.
Okay.
And then keep all those records and data for the next 7 years.
Okay.
Digitally, I would say. And once this is being done, after 3 months, your filing date will come.
All right.
So, like for example, let's say you have registered for the taxes, like the VAT, in 2025 July.
Okay.
Maybe your effective date of tax registration comes from 1st of August 2025. So August, September, October, you need to file this 3 months VAT as return from November 1st to 28th.
Okay. So we have got almost 28 days.
28 days.
Okay.
Not working days, calendar days. So on before 28th of November, you need to file your first VAT return and make sure that you're paying to the government all the VAT dues.
Okay.
Like for example, what I've collected will be more from
All
the
right.
clients, and whatever you're paid to your suppliers will be less. Net off these two figures, and whatever is due to the government, file it with the government and pay it off.
So the main obligations are filing on time and keeping the records, proper accounts, and be ready for audit any
Yeah.
point of time. All right. So what is driving? I mean, the other way, what is the consequences if any error happens or if fail to comply with the regulations?
A lot of penalties,
Okay.
starting from like 1,000 dirhams. So if you miss your filing at first,
Okay.
it's 1,000 dirham.
All right.
And if you miss it more than once, it's 2,000 dirham. And for every wrong input tax what if claimed, as per the regulations, they'll charge you 5,000 dirham for each invoice which is being treated not properly. And the FT can actually charge you up to 300% of the tax which is being evaded. Maybe you didn't do it intentionally, but then the law stands like this.
Okay.
So you need to be very careful about how you are treating your books and how you are recording those transactions, because otherwise you'll end up in a lot of penalties.
Okay. So that wraps up our today's topic, VAT. The main takeaway is what is VAT and who need to do the registration for VAT, what is the eligibility, what are the documents required, and what are the main tax obligation, VAT obligation as a business person.
To keep it simple, this is what we do. Like, we make sure that you're tax compliant, your books are ready for the audit, and your books are being very transparent to the authorities. So whenever there is any checking, like, you can be 100% sure that you don't incur any kind of penalties or headaches. So if you want any of the expertise of what we're providing and the compliance services what we're providing, or any kind of advisory what we're providing which is related to the VAT, don't hesitate to contact ADS Tax Consultancy, and we'll be more than happy to help you, and we'll make sure that you can focus on your business.
So you can reach out to ADS for any tax related services and compliance services.
Thank you.
Thank you.